Welcome to my kitchen. Today, with these ingredients, we are going to be preparing an authentic Mexican rice dish that comes down to me through my Litah, Maria Teresa, through my father to me. This is a wonderful side dish that I have never tasted anywhere outside the kitchens of my family. With a simple yet unique flavor, it's a great addition to any Mexican meal that you might want to serve. It's an exciting, wonderful taste to add. So welcome. Let's get started. Alright, step one is to measure out a cup of rice. We're going to take that rice, put it into a medium-sized bowl that's microwave safe. We will then take a little bit of oil. My preference is to use a touch of olive oil. We dip just a touch of it in there, and then we take a spoon, mix it around, so that we get it nice and coated in oil. That's going to keep it from sticking together when we throw this into the microwave to brown it just a little bit. This can be, we take our bowl of rice and throw it in the microwave. We're going to throw that in there for exactly 2 minutes on high. Let that brown in there for 2 minutes and we'll take a look at it in just a moment. Now, as the rice is browning in the microwave, I like to get started chopping my vegetables. With the green onions, you want to line up the tips on the end so that we can cut those off with one nice, easy cut. Brush them off. And then we take our large knife and cut these up fairly fine, fairly finely cut. And that goes into the rice once we get it browned up and ready to go. Ends up looking real nice and finely chopped like that. Now we check on the rice. As you can see, as I stir here, the rice is brown just a little bit on the bottom. This is not quite as brown as we would like it to be. So we're going to throw it back in the microwave in 30-second increments. Pull it out periodically until we get the brown that we're looking for. So now you can see we've achieved a kind of even golden brown across a lot of the kernels of rice. This is the consistency of brownness we're looking for that will give a nice flavor to the rice once we get it into its final stage. We can now set the rice off to the side while we finish dicing our vegetables. With tomatoes, I like to make sure I'm using a very sharp blade because tomatoes have a tendency to have tough skins. So we cut it down the side. And the tomato dicing, generally speaking, you want to be medium-sized diced pieces. They don't have to be tremendously small because as the rice cooks, the juice of the tomato will flow throughout the rice and help to create a nice flavor. If you prefer, you can cut it nice and small, but it works either way. We'll take that and put it back into our bowl. Now, with our garlic, I like to go with about 2 medium-sized cloves. You can use the store-bought canned garlic. You can even use dried garlic. Of course, the fresh garlic is the best for the flavor. You have to be careful with garlic in terms of how much you add, because garlic is a very strong flavor. Depending on your taste, you can certainly add more or less as you develop a taste for the recipe and how you want to play that. So we cut off the ends of the garlic slices, the garlic cloves, and then we crack the skin with the knife, like so. Taking that, we can peel the skin off, the hard outer skin, to get to the nice garlic meat on the inside. We then take and slice that in half, and I take the garlic and I pinch it like this, and then we take the knife and we can go down in really fine controlled slices so we can get the garlic nice and small. That off, and now we have our onions, tomatoes, and garlic all there nicely in the bowl, ready to go when our rice is ready. Alright, So our rice is browned and our vegetables are chopped. We now take the rice, we get ourselves a pot, and we pour the rice slowly into the pot. We now take 3 cups of water and add that to the rice. You do need to be careful. If you move fast enough, the rice will still be hot enough that when you add the water, it may steam a bit. So be careful not to burn yourself. In it goes. With the water added, we now also add in our vegetables. The vegetables go straight in while it's cold before we have even turned anything on yet. Get all those vegetables in there, and we'll be adding spices next. All of our spices go in right away to the pot mixture, and the spices are quite simple. We add our salt, we add our menudo mix, and we add a touch of pepper. It's really just a dash of pepper. You will find, as you get a taste for this mix, that you will find how you like the spiciness of it. More pepper adds more spice to it. Less pepper makes it less so. So there we have the complete mixture with spices mixed in. So we mix in all of our ingredients, mixing it up nice and fine. If you would like at this point, you can do a taste test of the water to see how the spice is going, because for the most part, the way the water tastes is the way the rice will taste. But you will find that the water is going to be extra salty, because as the rice cooks, the rice absorbs the saltiness, and it actually ends up being quite a bit less salty in the final product. At this point, we turn our oven on to high, and we let it start to boil. As you can see, we're beginning to percolate just a little bit here. Once this comes to a rolling boil, I will be turning the temperature down to medium, and we allow it to cook uncovered until the water is nearly all gone. We do have to check periodically to make sure that we don't burn the rice, and I'll show you that here in just a moment. There goes our rolling boil. So we turn down our heat and we let it cook. Okay, now as you can see, our rice is beginning to bubble and the water level is dropping to just about where the rice is. This is what I need to start paying close attention, because if I let this go on too long, it's going to burn the bottom of the rice. But if I take it off too early, the rice is going to turn out soggy. My solution to this problem comes in using my spoon, and what I will do is take the rice and I will push it off to the side like this, revealing whether there's water still remaining. If I see water dripping in the bottom of the hole I created, that means we're not quite done yet. So I put it back and let it go for a bit longer. When that gets about a 1/4 inch to 1/8 of an inch from the bottom of the pot, I'm going to turn off the stove and simply let the rice continue to cook on the stove as the burner cools down. And so here we have the final result in the pot. Nice fluffy rice, just a wonderful Mexican flavor, wonderful side dish to any kind of enchiladas, tacos, tortas, tostadas, burritos, anything you want to have. It's a wonderful, wonderful addition. So there you have it. One of the best side dishes that you could ever eat at the side of your Mexican meal. Thanks for spending time with me, and happy eating.